Hey everyone, Julie from Gracie's Essential Oils. How are you all doing? I hope you're all doing really well, taking great care of yourselves. Sorry for the many delays today. It's just been such a super weird day, and I apologize for the delay on getting going on this. So as always, I appreciate participation. If you have any questions or comments, please post them below. And as always, when you comment and share any of my videos, they reach a much larger audience, and that is just one of those huge things you can do for me that I truly appreciate. So I wanted to hop on here today and tell you about Himalayan salt. And I tried to kind of put them in the background here. You can see some. I'll turn my camera so you can see kind of all of our salt products. We have quite a bit of a selection. So, on to the information. So Himalayan salt, obviously from the Himalayan mountains, mostly it is harvested in Pakistan in the mountains. They actually create tunnels and they harvest the salt out of these mountains. It is said that some of this salt is like 250 million years old. It's crazy, but it has lots of really incredible properties. Besides being really beautiful, these salt lamps do a lot of incredible things. And so it's not just a beautiful thing to have in your home. It really is it has some incredible health benefits that I want to share with you. So, pardon my glasses. My eyeballs are getting old, you guys. So one of the main things that they do is they balance electromagnetic radiation, which that is coming off of our phones, our computers, our TVs, any of your small appliances in your home. You're getting all of these EMFs off of all that radiation off of all these. And what that can do to you is affect you negatively by making you feel tired. It can interrupt sleep patterns. So you might notice, like if you watch TV a lot during the day, I know this happens to me. If I marathon a show on the weekend, I am more tired. Like I didn't do anything and I'm tired. And that it could be possibly some of that electromagnetic radiation. So one of the things that we can do to combat that is that creates positive ions. So anything that creates negative ions to counteract that electromagnetic radiation is what you want. So when it comes to these beautiful salt lamps, they put off positive ions. Negative ions. We want the negative ions in this case. So they put off these negative ions, which really can have these incredible benefits for you. So it can enhance your overall breathing. It can cleanse, deodorize, and purify the air. So there's something called hygroscopy, which is this process where the contaminants in the air are attracted to the salt particles, and they just sort of glom onto the salt, and it is absorbed by the salt. So we have humidity in our air, and you have viruses, you have allergens that stick to that humidity in the air. And when the salt lamps are lit, part of the purpose of the salt lamp is you want them always to be warm. So you always want to keep your salt lamps on 24/7. And they're very safe. It's a very low voltage. They're very, very safe. Well, ours are very, very safe. I can tell you that. And it will attract these particles from the air, these allergens and dirt and yuck in the air, and it'll glom onto the salt, and the salt neutralizes it. So that's a pretty incredible thing. Doing with that same concept, it can calm allergies and reduce asthma. So if you have anybody in your home that has lots of allergies, salt lamps are really beneficial to them. It can alleviate coughing and other cold symptoms. Again, all through that whole negative ionization process, you're getting these benefits. The negative ionization, you'll hear this several times as I'm talking, because that is really what is like creating this thing that happens that is making the salt lamp really beneficial to you. Now here's another thing, is that it can boost blood flow. So some studies show that Himalayan salt lamps increase the blood flow and raise energy levels. The negative ions increase energy that we can feel like, and we can feel like we've been spending time in nature. So I love that. And by the way, if it sounds like an aviary in here, it's not. That is just Feather the owl diffuser making his beautiful noises. So I'm inside. And also these really cool lamps can sharpen your concentration and performance. The negative ions, again, negative ions, I'm sure you're seeing a trend here, can provide a boost of serotonin, which helps create that feeling of happiness. So by increasing the blood and oxygen to the brain, that increases our concentration. So these are really great. Now that kids are home studying all the time, you are home working all the time, this is a great thing to have. Imagine right next to your computer that you have not only this beautiful thing to look at that gives this gorgeous ambient light, but you also have this thing that's positively affecting your health. And we do have these little guys. I don't know if, oh yeah, I'm pointing, they're in the camera here. All of these are USB. So these you can actually, they're small, but they're great just for your immediate area, and you can plug those right into your computer, or you can put in an adapter just like you would a cell phone adapter. Let's see, where did I leave off? They also enhance your mood. So they also, again, increasing that serotonin can help with seasonal affective disorder and other forms of depression. Pretty incredible information here. They also reduce stress and promote relaxation. Himalayan salt lamps can aid in color therapy, or by using color therapy or chromotherapy. The orange, yellows, and reds help stress and ADD and general relaxation. It's a serene light is thought to balance the physical, spiritual, and emotional energies. The other thing is that they can improve sleep. So I think I said in the very beginning that those positive ions can affect you by interrupting sleep patterns and making you feel more fatigued. Where overexposed, so that's overexposure to positive ions, and that overexposure to those positive ions from your devices, your computers, your TVs, reduces the brain's blood and oxygen supply, and it leads to poor sleep. So the negative ions from these lamps can reverse that effect. Also, that plays into that chromotherapy. The chromotherapy or the color therapy also helps aid insomnia. And it is said that the darker, you can really see on this one, these are a darker orange, and that the deeper, the darker, the higher quality of the salt. You never know when you open up your box of your salt lamp what you're gonna kind of get. Some of them are really ribboned with beautiful oranges and yellows and almost as deep as reds. Most of them are kind of in that orange tone, and they really give this just gorgeous glow to your home. I have several of them around my house. But if you're gonna use it as a night light, then I personally would like one that's darker orange so it gives off a little bit less light in my bedroom. And let's see. And then I also wanted to just tell you a tiny bit about salt for putting in your body. So I'm just gonna move over here a little bit. And let's see if I can get some of these in here. So we have several kinds of salt. We have crystal salt that is good for our salt mills. We have the fine crystal salt. We have these really cool grinders. I don't know if you can see the large particles of salt in there, and then it's in a grinder. It's a ceramic grinder. And we have it just as a regular table salt. And we also have, I don't see where the Soleil is, but we have a block. The block is really interesting too. You can use salt blocks to saute, grill. You can chill or cure. you can bake or even use as a serving platter. And when it's a very, very hard, of course, very, very hard salt. So as you are using this on your food or with your food, it's just going to take on the saltiness of that, and you don't have to then further season your food. So that's a really kind of fun way to use it. There's also such a thing as called Soleil water. And oh, here it is. So you can see this is just a jar of big blocks of salt. And so what you would do with Soleil is you would fill this up. I like to fill it with either purified or distilled water because you just don't want to take on any bacteria that might already be in water. And you mix it and you leave it overnight. And what'll happen is the salt will almost completely dissolve into the water. It'll still have some on the bottom. So you can continually add water, but you just take out like a teaspoon of that per day and you mix it with a glass of water. And what that can do has really great health benefits, and that can help rebalance your pH. It flushes out toxins and it keeps you hydrated. Doesn't seem like salt would keep you hydrated, but you're getting this incredible mineral content, and it's allowing the water that you do take in to really kind of stick in your body better. It also can help regulate blood sugar and hormonal balance. It's pretty amazing. And it improves digestion. So these are just some of the, these were just a couple of quick things that I wanted to tell you about the salt lamps. Again, they're really beautiful. We have just such a cool variety of them. I wanted to show you this one here. This one here is an aroma lamp. So in this one has this little dish on the top, and you can put some vegetable oil and some of your favorite essential oils in here, and it just sort of heat diffuses the oils into the air. So you kind of get a 2-in-1 benefit with the aroma lamp. This one's called aroma lamp. I gave my niece this one, the fire bowl. It's kind of hard to see because it's up on a high shelf, but you get these really neat chunks of salt, and so they all really vary. And then you can, you get a string of lights, and you can arrange them however you want. So that was really fun for her, and it's something she has in her bedroom, and it's just really a beautiful thing, and it's kind of her night light. So she likes that, and they're really pretty. And then the natural, sorry, I keep on moving you around here. So this is the natural, and this is not cut or changed in any way. This is just how it was kind of busted out of its space in those caves in Pakistan and somewhat formed. And then we have these ones that are really smooth, like this one is called the Planet. So the cool thing about this one, and we have this in 7, 9-inch, 10-inch, and 12-inch. The 12-inch is really huge. It's really beautiful. I have that one in my home. And so what they tell us is that the more surfaces that your lamp has, the more it can help your environment. Okay? Hope that makes sense. So rather than these really smooth ones, the smooth ones are still very beneficial. They're beautiful. They make that gorgeous ambient glow. You get that chromotherapy, you get the hygroscopy, you get those negative ions out of it. But the more surfaces it has, like these natural cut ones, it has more opportunity for those allergens in the air and that to glom onto this salt. It's going to have a more kind of efficiency. There is also, I'm not going to get into this during this video, but if you want to know, like I have a room that's 500 square feet. We can tell you how much how many salt lamps or how large of a salt lamp by pound that you should have in order for it to really benefit a room that size. So there is a lot of information out there about these. There's a lot of, of course, with anything, you'll find, negatives and positives. Some people say, they don't work. But you know what? They really are a beautiful addition to your home, and they really are beautiful. They're really a beautiful gift to give someone as well. And so I wanted to share them with you and give you a little bit more information about them. All the salt products are on sale this week. They're 15% off. You can purchase them in store or you can purchase them on our website. and I will be posting the coupon code so that if you purchase them online, you make sure you get that 15% discount. Now, keep in mind, some of these salt lamps are quite heavy. So you are unfortunately going to be paying some kind of a shipping fee with these guys. Some of them are quite heavy, some of them are even 10 pounds heavy. So that may be something you might want to take a trip and come over and see us. The store is huge, we're spread out, we'll be having masks and we'll keep you really safe. One last thing I want to show you are these really neat little guys on the end here, if I can get my camera right. There we go. So these are also made by the same company. This one here in the middle is salt, and this one is a white clear salt. It just happens to be on this really neat base that shows LED light through it, and they call these chakra because they go through all the 7 colors of the chakra. You can have it changing its light color all the time, or you could, if you're focusing on one chakra and balancing that, or if you just have a favorite color, you can pause it on that particular color. And then we also have a halite one. So this is what halite looks like. This halite is also a salt. And then we have a selenite one. Selenite, incredible, gives off great, is a great negative ionizer. I have selenite in multiple places around my home. I have a great big wand of selenite in front of my TV to help neutralize those positive ions. So those are just really neat and pretty gifts as well. So I hope this was, a little bit of information for you. Hopefully not too much. I like to keep my videos as short as possible. Please, as always, if you comment on my videos and share them, I really appreciate that. And we'd love to see you in our store. Remember, our new location, we have moved, is 12625 West Burleigh Road. We're here Tuesday through Friday, 11 to 6, and Saturdays, 12 to 3. Remember, we have a holiday this week, so we will not be here on Thursday. Take care, everyone, and be well.